Breaking news from Tesla this week. We've just got word that Elon Musk has officially revealed the specs of the new Tesla battery, the lithium-ion cell. Or there are 3 things you need to know about it. So let's talk about those 3 things right now. So like I said in the intro, we're talking about the new lithium-ion battery from Tesla. This is the latest generation of batteries that Tesla is going to be putting into their vehicles, starting with the upcoming Model 2. And unlike the past couple of generations of Tesla, vehicles which have all used the same nickel-based lithium-ion chemistry, this is going to be a different type of battery. It's going to be an lithium-ion cell. The first thing that you need to know about this battery is that it is rated for 10,000 cycles to 80% state of health. What does that mean? Let's break it down. A cycle is simply charging the battery from empty to full, discharging the battery from full to empty, and then repeating that process. So if you were to charge your phone from 100% to 0% and then back to 100%, that would count as one cycle. Now imagine doing that every day. Well, after 1,000 cycles, so 1 year of use, your battery would still be at 95% capacity. After 2,000 cycles, it would be at 90%. And after 10,000 cycles, it would be at 80% state of health. At that point, the battery would need to be replaced. Now, the current Model 3 and Model Y long-range and performance vehicles have a battery that is rated for 500 cycles at 80% state of health. So this new battery is twice as good as what they're currently offering. But when we compare it to other battery chemistries, it's not quite as good as the LFP iron-based battery, which is currently being used in the standard range Model 3 and Model Y vehicles. That one is rated for 16,000 cycles to 80% state of health. So this means that the lithium-ion battery is 60% as good as the iron-based LFP battery. So why would Tesla bother with this? The answer lies in the other 2 things that you need to know about the lithium-ion battery. 2 that you need to know is that it has a lifespan of 30 years. Now again, let's take a step back and look at where we are today. The Model 3 and Model Y long-range and performance vehicles that I mentioned earlier have a lifespan that is estimated by Tesla to be around 7 to 8 years. Again, that's not based on the battery cycle life, but rather the estimated time until the vehicle needs some major component replaced. The Model 3 and Model Y standard range vehicles, which again use the LFP iron-based battery, have an estimated lifespan of 10 to 12 years. So 30 years is quite a bit longer than what we're currently seeing, even from the most durable batteries. So in order to make up for the fact that the lithium-ion battery isn't quite as good as the LFP iron-based chemistry, Tesla can get away with it because they're going to have a much longer lifespan. The trade-off here is clearly worth it. But there is another benefit to this battery chemistry that makes it worth it. 3 that you need to know about the lithium-ion battery is that it charges 3 times faster than the current lithium-ion batteries that Tesla uses. This is huge. In today's vehicles, a 250 kilowatt charging station will charge a Model 3 or Model Y long-range or performance variant from 10 to 80% in about 30 minutes. This is great. It gets you most of the way charged in a short amount of time. However, when we compare it to something like a gasoline car, which takes less than 5 minutes to fill up, it's just not as convenient. But what if we could reduce that time down to 10 minutes? What if we could cut the charging time in half? This is what the lithium-ion battery offers. It allows for 3 times faster charging speeds. So if we plug this into a 250 kilowatt charging station, we should be able to get from 10 to 80% in about 10 minutes. And that is just incredible. Not only that, but if we took one of these batteries and plugged them into the 1 megawatt charging station that Tesla recently unveiled, we could get from 10 to 80% in under 4 minutes. Now remember that with the current lithium-ion battery, that would take about 15 minutes. So we are recutting the charge time down by 75%, while more than doubling the cycle life of the battery. And if you combine that with the 30-year lifespan of the vehicle, it just shows that this is the future of batteries. There's no doubt about it. Tesla's lithium-ion battery is an absolute game changer. We're excited to see it hit the road in the upcoming Model 2 vehicle. In fact, speaking of hitting the road, that's exactly what I'm going to do right now. I'm headed over to the Giga factory in Texas to check out the construction progress. There's been a lot going on over there lately. A lot of new things to see, so I want to share that with you guys. If you want to come along, if you want to join me on my trip over to Giga Texas, then you're going to want to hop in the car with us right now. Okay, We made it to Giga Texas. You can see the new parking lot that's being built behind me here. This is going to be for employee parking. As you can tell, it's coming along pretty quickly. There's a lot of rebar in there right now. You can see some concrete trucks coming in. They're getting ready to start pouring some concrete.
So lots of action over here.
We were also going to go take a quick look at the tower that they are rebuilding near the main production area of the Gigafactory. Looks like they're getting ready to put up some more steel for that. One last thing that I wanted to show you here at the Gigafactory is the new equipment that's being delivered for the drive unit production area. These are large metal boxes. I don't know exactly what they are, but I assume they probably hold large electrical components. You can see the workers here are using a crane to unload them off of the truck and then move them into the staging area. So this must be important stuff because they're taking it straight to the back door, which is the loading dock that goes into the production area. Alright, thanks for joining me on this construction update at Giga Texas. If you enjoyed this video, then check out my drone video of the entire factory. I'll link that up right here. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up today if you liked it. That is so important for getting our content out to more people. If you enjoy the content, then you'd probably also enjoy our weekly newsletter. So sign up with the link down below. A huge thank you to all of our supporters who are listed on the screen now. You help us make the best content we can, and we really appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.